you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling well, looking well, and doing well. If you're new here, my name is Nia, and I'm a 6th-year pre-K teacher in South Jersey. And today I have a video for you. All right, so I am literally fresh off of work on a Friday, so please bear with me if my energy levels are a little bit down because it has been a long week. But either way, I wanted to get this video out to you guys because I thought I do have some new subscribers, which I'm so excited about. So thank you if you are subbed, and if you aren't, consider doing so. I figured this video will probably do really good with people who are going into student teaching in the fall. Maybe someone who is a first-year teacher coming like this upcoming fall, someone who may have just graduated, someone who might be going into early childhood. Whatever the case may be, if you're thinking about the education field, if you're even a college student as we speak, if you are a teenager and you're thinking about being a teacher, just keep these things in your mind because it's definitely something that you need to kind of get through your career, if that makes sense. Help you out a little bit, you know? Today's topic is creating positive relationships with your coworkers. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I'm thinking, and you know, this might be a little bit obvious to a few people, but the first thing in order to create positive relationships with your teacher coworkers is be positive. You kind of have to be positive in order to create positivity between you and someone else, right? If you're one of those people who doesn't really think positive thoughts of yourself, of your students, of your coworkers, of your admin, of your district, whoever, you're probably not creating positivity with other people, right? If you're not someone who acts in a positive way, right? If you get a tough student or something's going on, you're like throwing your body around or whatever, you're just not really giving off positivity in your overall being, you're probably not creating positive relationships with your teacher coworkers. So that's to say, step number one, if you want to create positive relationships with your teacher coworkers, because 9 out of 10, you're going to be working with these people for 20 plus years, you might want to start by being positive. Just saying, tip number one. Like when I landed my first full-time teaching job in a public school, when I started teaching in New Jersey, I had a vice principal. It's my girl. I'm not going to name drop, but that's my girl. If she's watching, she knows who she is. My girl told me one thing, and I passed this on in my mentor teaching when I'm a mentor teacher to first-year teachers, and when I'm a mentor teacher, I actually just got the offer to be a mentor teacher next year for a student teacher, so I'm going to pass along the same message to them. She told me, keep your nose clean. And if you don't know what that means, in a nutshell, don't be in the mix. Don't be out here gossiping. Don't be out here, you know, saying negative things. Don't be out here like talking about your coworkers because you don't know. First off, and this is just maybe a me thing, I don't know these people that well. Now, granted, I've been in my job for a little bit, so I kind of do know these people. But if you're a first-year teacher or whatever your title is, you really don't know these people that well, right? And if you think about it, not everybody is your friend, right? And I know that sounds crazy because I'm an early childhood teacher and I even call my students friend, I need you to move, right, friend? But not everyone in the workplace is your friend. And I'm saying that to say, if you are talking about somebody else, right, who you work with, you do not know who is going to go back and tell that person, so-and-so said, da-da-da-da. Some people are petty like that, right? Some people like the gossip. Some people feed off of the gossip. Some people like to stir the pot to keep the gossip going. You have to be one of those people who keep your nose clean, who your name's not in the mix, because you really don't know what that could do in the long run, right? It could be an admin who overhears a conversation. Oh, so-and-so said X, Y, and Z, and I told this person because I felt like they needed to know, and now your name is associated with negativity, not creating positive relationships, not only with your coworkers, but you may not be creating positive relationships with your admin, which could in turn make you not be offered opportunities, right? I keep my nose clean. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, but I keep my nose clean. So when an offer came up this year for next year for a student teacher, they said, oh, Nia's one of those people. She already did a mentor teacher for a first-year teacher. You don't hear her name in the mix of anything. All you hear is positivity about her because she puts out positivity. So she's the first person who I'm going to ask, hey, I have this opportunity for you to earn some extra money. Would you like it, right? You kind of have to think outside of the box. You kind of can't be in the mix because people can get you caught up. And if they get you caught up, you're going to end up burning yourself, not them, you know? So definitely keep your nose clean. One trick that I do to kind of keep my nose clean, when gossip starts in a room, if I'm in a classroom with someone, if I'm in a break room with someone, and they're talking and gossip starts, I either do one or two things. I either get up and leave because I don't want to be associated with it, or I just stop talking. So we can be talking about, oh, I'm going on vacation, this and third. The moment someone starts talking gossipy, I literally stop talking. I eat my lunch, I play a game on my phone. You are not going to say Nia said X, Y, and Z. All right, so last thing that I have for you guys, I know this was kind of like a quicker video, but last but not least in my list of things to create positive relationships with your teacher coworkers, be thoughtful. One thing that I like to do to be thoughtful, I like to do check-ins. So I'll stop by, if I'm walking in the afternoon to my classroom, I'll stop by some classrooms. Hey, how was your day? How are you doing? Check in. I feel you, sis. I got this going on too. I understand. All right, well, we're going to get through it. Giving them some encouraging words is another thing, right? Do some check-in, giving them encouraging words. And one more thing I like to do is do small gestures or small gifts. The other day, and sometimes it costs you literally nothing. The other day, I got a notification that I had a free dozen donuts for Krispy Kreme. So I drove to the Krispy Kreme closest to me, picked them up, texted all my pre-K teachers in a group chat. Hey, I have a free dozen donuts in my classroom. Happy May, everybody. Come by if you want one. It's very simple. It costs me nothing but some time to drive there and time to get back, maybe a little bit of gas, but I was thoughtful. They really appreciate it. They were excited. Put out that positivity. Again, like I said earlier, guys, if you are new early in your teaching career, you are probably going to want to make a good impression, right? This is a career that you're probably going to be in for the next 20, 25, even 30 plus years. You definitely want to make sure that you are creating those positive relationships with the people who you're working with, because they can really make or break your environment. Positive relationships, again, can help further your career. If you want to advance, if you want to eventually be, a supervisor, a principal, maybe on the board or whatever, even if you just want them to write you a good recommendation letter to go to your next whatever in your career, you want to make sure that you're creating those positive relationships. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Again, if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. I do have a few more videos out planned for you guys, so stay tuned. And without further ado, I'm going to end this video because it's been a long week and I would like to go to sleep. So that to say, love you guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.